Welcome to the Muxall Open IoT channel. I am your host, Michael Crane. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be looking at controllers. And I actually wasn't going to make a video out of this. I was just going to do some research. The last video I did on the bomb seemed to generate quite a bit of feedback, which I appreciate. And so I thought I'd throw this one at you guys too. And guys and girls, and see what everyone thought. Okay, so in the beginning, here's a little background. In the beginning, we had one pellet grill manufacturer, Traeger, with one style faceplate, and that's what the Muxall Pro BBQ Controller was designed after, right? And life was good for a while until they started changing them. And so this is one of the new Traeger barbecue controllers. And here's another one of their barbecue controllers. Here's a Pit Boss controller, which looks very similar to the Z-Grill's controller. Here's another Pit Boss controller that looks similar to the footprint of the Traeger, but I think the dimensions are a little different if I remember. I could be wrong, don't hold me to that. And here's another Pit Boss controller, which is large and not trapezoidal. And here's another Pit Boss controller. And you can see the footprints in all these. Every one of these are different, right? So what I'm doing is I'm researching how many different kinds of styles of faceplates am I going to need to make. And the problem is, it's too many, which is the problem. So I either have to target my market or do like something like these guys did that have adapter plates. So they have their Pellet Pro, this is Smoke Daddy Pellet Pro, and they have adapter plates. And that's okay. Here's the Savannah Stoker. They also use an adapter plate. And this right here, I was poking around, it's actually a Cabela's pellet grill controller. Who would have thunk it? It looks kind of confusing to me, but I've never tried using it. Maybe it's easy to use. Who knows? Anyway, that's not the point. But it is kind of a odd size. This may be made for like a Green Mountain or something. Yeah, so I'm kind of stuck. So I googled pellet grill controller, right? And I'm just looking at pictures, kind of looking around. Yeah, see this camshaft? That look kind of like that Cabela's controller, so maybe that's what it's for. I didn't actually read it. I was just looking at the pictures. And, so I start looking at these guys, and Savannah Stoker, here's the Pellet Pro. I've never seen a Pit Boss controller like that before, but that doesn't mean anything. So they're kind of changing these things all the time, right? And I'm kind of thumbing through this thing, looking around and trying to figure out what in the world I'm going to do, because the Muxall Pro BBQ Controller will fit in almost all these grills. Or not, let me say not fit. They won't fit in all these grills. It will run, or it can control all these grills, but it won't fit in them unless I make 20 different kinds of faceplates. So what I was saying earlier, I can either target my market to one particular brand like Z-Grills or Traeger or Pit Boss, or I can try to find a generic way of make like a generic faceplate that will fit in different adapters, kind of like Savannah Stoker did and Pellet Pro. Wow, that's a different looking one. And so that's what I was doing. I was kind of just thumbing through here to see what other folks had been doing. And then you have these one-offs like this. Look at this. Look at this thing. This is a Broil King. I'm not familiar with it, but look at the size of that controller. That is absolutely humongous. So here's something I was kind of looking around a little bit. And I actually thought about something like this. This is, I don't know if that's a project box. It looks like it might be a project box. Or maybe it's custom made. I don't know. I didn't go to the website and look. I'm just, like I said, I'm just looking for ideas. But this is an option, although it's it's a bit it's a bit large, and that's okay. I'm not trying to, but the idea, something like that, is interesting to me. Where it has an adapter plate that bolts to the hopper or wherever the thing is bolted to, and then an external box for the actual controller, right? And then we just have wires that connect to the grill. So here's kind of another idea too. This is this is a Memphis grill controller, and this is a built-in grill. It looks like this is where the controller is actually separated from the grill itself, and has like an umbilical cable connecting from the controller to the grill. And so that's another idea too. That way you could actually just move the controller. Maybe it has magnetic mounts or something. You can just put the controller, within 4 or 5 feet, I guess, of the grill. You can just put it anywhere. You could turn it around. It doesn't have to be facing one direction. And that's kind of a neat solution as well. So I got to the end of this Google search, and I noticed something. I know I didn't show you guys a whole Google search. I figured I didn't want to bore you guys with it. I was just kind of pointing out the highlights. But I got to the end. Even Google says, "Oh, you've reached the end of the internet." One of the things I didn't see is I didn't see the Muxall Pro anywhere. Oh, damn. I guess I'm going to have to work on my advertising or something. I don't know. So I changed my search to a barbecue controller to see if I saw anything different. This is kind of interesting. This looks like it's for a green egg, but see how the controller is. See, this is an umbilical like I was talking about. It's just a bunch of wires that's going to whatever is controlling. But I kind of like this idea, like if it would self-support it, like on an arm or something that could mount to one of the legs and kind of hold it up like a kiosk almost, I guess. I mean, you still have to figure out how to cover the hole that the old controller came out of. I guess you could leave the old controller in there, but that might be confusing and kind of ugly. But yeah, this is an interesting design right here. Here's kind of another idea, not exactly like this, I mean, but a plate that mounts over the old hole, and then this right here would hold the controller, right? Not exactly like this. This looks, I don't know what this is for, but this is a thermometer holder. But yeah, something like this might be interesting. I'd have to put the controller in a box. Here's another interesting idea. This is looks like a fish finder mount, which is that might be okay. I mean, why not, right? But yeah, I mean, this is pretty clean. I don't know where you'd mount it. I mean, my first thought would be to mount it over the hole where the controller mounts, but that might just get in the way. Well, I finally found my first reference of the Muxall Pro BBQ Controller. It's a picture of the back. Wow. Yeah, so maybe I should put pellet grill controller somewhere on my website so Google search engine can find it better. Yeah, that's not the most flattering picture right there. Here's kind of another idea by Barbecue Guru. But I mean, looking at the mount, swivels, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. It still need like an umbilical of some sort. I notice they don't show the wires coming out of this. Those advertising guys. I don't know. What is this anyway? It's a ceramic. Well, it says it's a barbecue controller, so yeah. Yeah, I don't see any wires coming out of the back of that guy. It's got to control it somehow. Anyway, I was just looking at the mount. That's kind of nice. Yeah, so here you go. This is kind of what I was talking about, a self-supporting thing. I wasn't thinking about a magnetic mount. I was thinking, bolting it to the grill, but, where the wires would come down through this, but it'd be self-supporting where you kind of move it around and get it out of your way and that sort of thing. Let's see if they show. Yeah, it's something like that. I mean, yeah, I'd have wires hanging off it, but it'd be self-supporting. It'd be away from the grill, which would keep it cool. So yeah, that'd be an interesting idea. Yeah, something like that might be nice. Here's another picture of that fish finder type mount. Yeah, you know, the more I look at this, the more I don't know. So, like if this plate right here mounted on the cutout, you'd have to be able to rotate this thing around. Huh. Yeah, I'll think about that. There's something that Savannah Stoker did. They look at that adapter. It's like a big box they just mounted right over the hole. Something like that may also be an option. I don't know. I have to admit, I'm only lukewarm on that option right there. I mean, that's kind of the car stereo mount approach, right, that I was talking about on the forum the other day. So I Googled flexible tablet mount, just because I really couldn't think of anything else what else to Google. And yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. Not with this kind of mount. It would mount with a plate that, you know, went over the old controller cutout. But something like this, you know, is what I was kind of thinking. And then that would give us a lot of flexibility too. I could increase the screen size. You could move it around. You should be able to keep it underneath the barbecue cover without any problems. You know, if I can keep it thin enough, of course. Well, the closest thing I could find to what I was looking for is this thing right here. I don't remember. Does it say how tall it is? Yeah, it's about 10 inches high. Yeah, so this would mount over the old cutout, and then it would basically bolt to the controller up at the top. You know, then you could move it around. I don't know. I kind of poked around a little bit. I didn't really see anything, you know, jumping out. I Googled gooseneck and for keyboards and tablets, and you know, I even put controller in there just to you know, see what popped up. And I mean, it is something similar to this, but this is pretty rigid. I would like something more flexible, because then we're going to get right back into the, you know, it's not going to fit on all grills. It'll be crooked. It'll be off. It'll be poking out. It needs to be adjustable. And like I said, I'm still not against the. I like the fish finder type holder, but yeah, I didn't really see anything jumping out at me there. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here, and throw it out there to you guys if anyone sees, you know, or has an idea of what they might like. I mean, we're making a state-of-the-art controller. Might as well have a state-of-the-art mount. And it needs to, and we don't want to break the bank with it, or no one will be able to afford to buy the thing, right? Anyway, I'm going to throw it out there for comments and questions or opinions, and yeah, just post away, let me know, and let's see what we can come up with, okay? All right, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget, you can support the Muxall Open IoT channel by donation using a credit card and PayPal, or by purchasing products at the Muxall store. Details and links are in the description under this video. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up, that helps, and hit the subscribe button. That really helps. If you have any questions or comments, post them in the comments under this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.